The USU Software team welcomes you here. We are engaged in the development of specialized software, and we are happy to bring to your attention a new generation program for service centers and workshops. Our program is universal and is suitable both in a small workshop with a simple laptop and in the entire network of service centers, which are combined into a single structure. The program is launched with a shortcut on your desktop. Then a login window appears. Each user works under an individual login, which is password protected. Also, each employee has individual access rights to see only the information that is within their authority area. Individual authority is configured for managers, cashiers, and the head of the organization. We will enter the program under the main role to see all the functionality. Note that at the first launch of the program, a special window appears where you choose the interface. There are more than 50 beautiful designs. You can use the one you like to truly enjoy your work. You can also place your organization's logo in the center of the main window to create a unified corporate style. So, where does the work in the program begin? Pay attention to the main menu, which is located on the left. The program is structured as simple as possible, so the menu consists of only 3 parts: modules, directories, and reports. The work begins in the directories, where your settings are located. In the Money folder, you specify the currencies which you will work with and the supported payment methods. In the Organization folder, you add your branches and employees. In the Notifications folder, you set up templates for sending SMS messages to your clients. In the Discounts folder, you can specify what discounts your employees can offer and on what grounds. But most importantly, you can fill in the list of your services and the nomenclature of used goods in the Goods folder. Here you also set up your price lists. Now let's move on to the main procedure, work with orders. To do this, let's go to the Workshop Order module. Note that the first thing you will see is the Search option. It is the search that helps you to quickly and easily find any order by the date, specific client, implementation status, or manager. If you do not specify the search criteria, all existing orders will be displayed. In this module, orders are visually divided according to their readiness and payment. Let's add a new one. The first block of the new order is filled in automatically to speed up your employees' work. At the same time, you can change any data manually as well. Select a client from the client database. Now let's have a closer look at the client database that you will accumulate over the years. The more attentive you are to your clients, the more they will buy from you. You can add a new client right during order processing. Clients are stored in a special Clients module. Clients can be divided into groups to quickly differentiate between troublemakers, regular, or VIP clients. Each client can have his or her own price list. Moreover, a cumulative discount can be introduced. The more money a client spends, the bigger the discount he or she can get. This will encourage customers to make much more orders in your service center. You can ask each client how he or she found out about you and mark it in the system, so that in the future you get a thorough report on the effectiveness of different advertisement sources. Thus, you will know for sure where it makes sense to invest money to increase the number of clients. Clients can get bonuses for each order, and they can also use these bonuses to pay in the future. This also encourages them to stay with your organization. Among other things, you can send out SMS notifications about the order readiness directly from our program. All these professional strategies of working with clients will take your business to a whole new level and help you to get ahead of your rivals. Once you've added or selected a customer, the program switches to the previous window. Now specify everything you need to accept the order: information about the model and identification number, configuration, and Outlook. Thanks to such a process, you make a record of the important data on the admission, and the program itself will fill out the documents and forms. Then you save the order and can immediately print the acceptance report. The software monitors services and used materials. this, you register the services which you are going to render in a special tab. The system will automatically add their cost to the total sum, taking into account the client's personal price list and discounts, as well as add the rate to your employees who work for piece rate wages. If necessary, you can even take into account repairs under warranty. You can add materials to the receipt or simply write them off if they are already included in the price of the service. And they can be instantly located using a barcode scanner. Any images can also be attached to each order so that all the necessary files can be securely stored and easily searched for. After that, you can add the receipt of the prepayment or full payment from the client. As soon as the order is ready, you mark it in the program and fix the exact time when the order was given to the client. All that is left to do is to print a certificate of completion. If you are also engaged in selling, our program automates this process as well. To make a new sale, let's choose a special action called Make a Sale. A seller's window will open. It is very convenient and clear. All blocks are signed. The first block allows you to sell to specific customers who can be found by their card number, name or phone number. Each client is linked to a certain price list. For example, wholesalers and regular customers can buy goods with a discount. If you don't keep records of customers, the program will automatically designate all sales as a common customer to save your time. The second block contains the parameters of the sale, which can be issued to the desired legal entity if you have more than one, as well as set the date of the sale and the name of the seller. The third block is the main one. This is where the product is scanned with barcode scanner, for example, from a printed reminder. If you display a special panel, the seller will immediately see the image of the sold product. If barcodes are not used or if an item needs to be found by name, you can easily select the item with the mouse. Now we are at the last block, called Payment. Here you simply enter the amount to be paid, and the program calculates the change and offers to specify the method of payment, by cash or a bank card. At the top, choose whether to print a receipt or not. You can make the sale without a receipt. You can print a simple receipt with the receipt printer without fiscalization. Or, if you use a fiscal printer, you can print a receipt with it as well. Please know that only our program supports deferred sales. This is very convenient if a client, already at the checkout, remembers that he or she needs to buy something else. While the client goes for this product, the cashier can calmly let other customers go without wasting anyone's time on unnecessary waiting. If necessary, you can print a delivery note for each sale. Now you see an example of a receipt. A redemption receipt is also printed. To make a return, all you need to do is scan the barcode at the bottom of the receipt. In addition to such thorough work with orders and the client database, our program also pays a lot of attention to the accounting of business processes. We have many management reports for all kinds of analytics. It is possible to analyze not only income, but also expenses, which can also be carried out in the accounting system. For each type of the expenses, you will be able to create a separate financial item. And then, at the end of the reporting period, you can see a summary of these items, which will clearly show what for and how much money the organization spends. It will also show the dynamics of income and expenses in the context of each month. If your honestly earned money is spent on something chaotic, then with this report you can easily find the black hole which consumes your money. Note that only our analytical reports are generated for any time period. This means that you can analyze a specific day, month, or even a whole year. In addition to the tabular part, all reports contain clear graphs and charts, which require only one glance to give you an accurate picture of the achievements of the workshop. Our company does not produce the same type reports. Each report is a professional tool that will ensure the total efficiency on the issue for which it was developed. The program has a function of purchasing power analysis. can see the average bill in the context of working days, meaning how often people make average purchases. And the price segment report will show in which price range goods are bought more often. The marketing report will show which sources help your clients to find out about you and how beneficial it is for you. The client report will show the most promising clients who spend the most money in your workshop. The outlets report will show the most profitable workshops. The employees report will show which employees bring the most income to the organization. And if they receive a piece rate wage, the salary report will automatically calculate it. The discounts report will analyze what 4 discounts are given most often and how much you lose on it. First of all, you will identify those maintenance items that are the most popular. Also, a separate report will show the services and goods on which you earn more, although in quantitative terms they may not be bought that often. At the same time, you will analyze the income for each group and subgroup of goods. In addition to financial accounting, the program has tools of warehouse control and sold goods analysis. Our program displays stale goods. As a result, you can quickly make management decisions about what to do with them, so that they don't turn into dead weight. What's more, our program is the only one of its kind that allows employees to mark those goods that were asked for but were out of stock. They might be out of stock, or maybe you don't order them at all, and that is called lost profit. Now you can reduce the amount of lost profit by converting it into your income. Apart from that, our new generation software for the service center contains planning and forecasting functions. You will always see how many days you can function uninterrupted with a particular number of goods. In a special list, there are those goods from which you are running out. In addition, the responsible employee will promptly receive pop-up notifications from the program about such items. And if this employee is away from the service center, the program will send him or her SMS notifications. The main report is, of course, stock balances. You can generate it for any warehouse. If you have a network of subdivisions, none of them will be left without control. Please know that the USU software can work both via the local network and via the internet. So, it is not a problem for us to combine all workshops into a single successfully functioning structure. The list of reports and capabilities seems endless. You can download a free demo version of our new generation program for service centers and workshops and try out all these tools in your business development yourself. Please know that our USU software has a function of detailed auditing. This means that it remembers the actions of each user when the information is added, changed, or deleted. It even saves data on what reports were generated and when the program was launched. This excludes any manipulation by unscrupulous employees. It is also possible to restrict access rights of employees so that only a trusted person or the head of the organization can perform serious actions. We have shown you only a small part of all the features available in the program. You can find more information using the contacts from our official website, ususoft.com. We work with companies all over the world, from small organizations to large businesses. Call or write. Find out how we can automate your organization. The USU software. Manage your business properly.